Camaro SS is one of the most hallowed names in muscle car history. It's got a cult following the world over, and GM has sold boatloads, but it's never really quite had what it takes to topple the Mustang. It played second fiddle from 1967 till 2002, when it was discontinued for being as bloated and lazy as the company that spawned it. It pretty much personified what was wrong with GM for the last 20 years. But this new one aims to change all that. It's got the same 426 horsepower V8 as the Corvette, which is a good thing, because I've driven it for the show, and it goes like the dickens. The original Mustang obliterated the Camaro in sales. This car, not so much. The new Camaro is outselling the Mustang on its own turf. And muscle car fans are as die-hard as they get. Just ask a NASCAR fan to switch sides. Or an Australian. I dare you. This all-American muscle car is built right here in Canada. And the people that build it, well, the 3 people and 10,000 robots that build it love building it. And it shows, because this is the first GM car in a long time that isn't totally nasty. I mean, it's nasty, but it's not that bad, really. The interior manages to be cool and retro without feeling old-fashioned. It's kind of like a Cold War era vision of the future. 1960s retro futurism. I like it. But what's with these fake paddles on the automatic? They look like proper paddles, but it's just dinky buttons on the back. The automatic pretty much sucks overall, so if you're in the market, get the 6-speed. It's a lot better. Driving this car is a lot like driving a Ferrari. Everywhere you go, people smile, they wave, you get thumbs up from old people, kids jump up and down when they see you coming. Just, in a Camaro, people don't automatically assume you're an asshole, which is nice. They just assume you're a redneck. You gotta admit, the mid-'80s, early 90s Camaro owner was like the dirtbag. There was always a guy at your high school that had one, and he was not cool. Just look at it. It's like a Ferrari had sex with a jackhammer. It's just beautiful lines and just absolute blue-collar badassery. Park this in front of a hardware store and you'll get more attention than Megan Fox at Comic-Con. Random men will ask you to marry them. Be warned. Now, I'm told there's no replacement for displacement. And, yeah, 6.2 liters is rather a lot. That's fast. That is fast. It'll do 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds and rip through a quarter mile in 13.3. Oh God. One thing you really notice when you're driving on a twisty, tight road like this is just the absolute size of this thing. You sit high up. It's just so big. It feels like I'm driving a V8 Michael Moore. Say what you will about the styling or the size, the bulk. It is fast. It is really fast. God damn, it's fast. But the thing is, you never really feel like going that fast. It just sort of wafts along. It just lacks the urgency of a Corvette or a Viper or a Ferrari, something with a little bit more pizzazz. So it's definitely not a white-knuckled sports car. But is it a rip-roaring, head-snapping American muscle car? Well, hell yeah! You know, this car really is a lot like Megan Fox. Very pretty and could be a lot of fun. But given the choice, I'd take a Mustang.